How you now, guys? Raccoon resident. I'm gonna introduce myself properly. Mechanical electrical designer. Okay. Woodworking hobbyist, and now player of stone. Anyone who's watched any of my videos know that I play strictly through engineering principles. Okay. So what I do is I take the Maya out of the engineering that they used because they decorated their stuff quite highly. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the suit. Okay, and I'm gonna reveal the sports fan. Okay, the sports fan of engineering. Okay, as you can see, I've been with these boys for quite a while. Okay, but there's still too much Maya, too much illusion. Okay, so we're gonna strip down from that. No, I'm not gonna get naked. Okay, so welcome to my world. Okay, this is where Raccoon Resident comes to life and shows all the engineering skills that he's learned over the years. Okay, through those engineering experiences, I've gained quite a bit of information about pumps, turbines, electrical production, and whatnot. Okay, so I've got quite a bit of experience in moving things along. Okay, my last job at Sandwell Engineering. Okay, now Asenco. Um, I used to work under a gentleman named Bill Galvin. He's a really good guy, full of knowledge, and taught me about gravity grape systems. So yeah, a portion of my job experience with them was engineering gravity grape systems. Okay, for making wine, and then they take the juice up into the fermenters, and then take the garbage. Okay, and make other things with it. This last stint I did with Sandwell Engineering, who also does mining. Okay, Asenco Mining. Okay, and from what I've learned, we have a lot of temple mines all over the world. We're supposed to be harvesting sites like Michigan. Okay, that copper site that Rio Tinto, I believe it was, took it over from the indigenous because they weren't utilizing it properly. Rio Tinto is not using it properly either. Okay, both of them, according to these massive temples, moving temples that are really out of control in the Americas, is really quite disturbing. I've showed some sites from northern Quebec where it shows the Thunderbird grabbing two lakes of water shaped in a triangle, and we've noticed them moving and swirling. Okay, these things are out of control, and I'd like a little bit of measure of control for them. It's not complicated stuff. It just means going to the right site, evaluating the right site, and then making the adjustments to it. So that way, the machines that were set forward for us and our benefit, okay, are taken advantage of. Right now, they're not taken advantage of. We are blowing up the sides of mountains, creating wastelands, okay? I don't mind the wastelands because it means that, down the road, anyone who understands this technology will be able to use that garbage that these guys have produced, get past the shocked areas, and then start making columns, okay, down through the strata, and then breaking it off in plates, okay? Finishing. the process of separating layers. Now, the thing between what makes our sites from natural sites detectable is the rotation of these machines. I wouldn't really call them machines because all they do is just slide up, down, and push things into a direction. Okay? When they push that stuff into a direction, that's the angle that it's going to essentially mow down. These are ancient processes that someone's detected a very long time ago. The first ones are in the way of petroglyphs. Okay, places like Peterborough petroglyph stones, Utah's petroglyphs, places like that. Okay, these places should be taken more seriously by the governments as they have more moving parts than the government themselves. Uh, all I can say is good luck if you ignore these places. Um, Chances are nobody's going to be around to tell and talk about it aside from the new people that come in and go, oh, look. Oh, my goodness. Right? So, education of this type, anybody can achieve. Okay? You just have to have the tenacity to achieve it. I've read in several scriptures and whatnot from Christianity. Christ talked with Paul about remaining exhausted and faithful. Thunder, perfect mind, also describes what it is that they're looking for. Okay? What is it that they're looking for? They're looking for a mind that has died either once or more than once. These minds that have died at birth are given a second chance to brave all these silly little notions that these religions want to perpetuate. And they're not silly notions, okay? They feel that they are right and they want to perpetuate this information bang on as possible. Okay, so in our current cycle, okay, Hebrews have most of the information. Okay, all those religions that broke off fell away. The only ones that are left are Christianity, okay, which tells a more accurate story of a Savior who raised a well from the dead, okay, Lazarus, and performed other miracles publicly. Now, his deal was bringing these wells back to life, okay? While these wells were brought back to life, Jesus was looked at as, you have to keep in mind,